All right. Good mailbag.
Yeah.
I wish I could go on some, but I think my time is running up. Tickety-Boo News. I just wanted to do a whole show of 45 minutes of just like things running past and just jokes. All right. Here's just I'll do this quickly. Just a point I want to make about people speaking about young people, okay? There's a new NBC poll on President Donald Trump, and they're so excited about it because it shows that Trump's approval rating amongst millennials is terrible, okay? Overall, Trump has a 64% disapproval rating among millennials and 21% approval amongst all 21% approval amongst all millennials, and of course it's even worse with African Americans and Asian Americans and Latinos. But let me just give you another fact that has come out recently about millennials. All right, millennials kind of came of age during the financial crisis, and a lot of them were the people we were laughing about who went home to live with their moms or went home and lived in the basements and all this stuff. Now things are picking up under Trump, and they're coming out and they want to get jobs and they want to get married and they want to have lives, right? Millennials, this is from Bloomberg, millennials are finally starting their own baby boom and heading for the suburbs in big sport utility vehicles, much like their parents did. Americans aged about 18 to 34 have become the largest group of home buyers, and almost half live in the suburbs, according to Zillow Group data. As they shop for bigger homes to accommodate growing families, they're upsizing their vehicles to match. U.S. industry sales of large SUVs have jumped 11% in the first half of the year. Ford Motor Company estimates compared with increases of 9% for midsize and 4% of small SUVs. All right, my point is this. We played Abby Hoffman later on. Abby Hoffman got a law degree. And I remember him being interviewed, and somebody said to him, you know, you told everybody to drop out, to get stoned and drop out, but then you went and got a law degree. And Hoffman said, don't hock me, which is Yiddish for don't leave me alone, don't bother me. And of course, things ended badly for Hoffman. He ended up hunted by the FBI, went underground, died on the road. I'm again speaking from memory, but that's what I remember how he ended. But my point is this. The generation of Wall Street, remember Wall Street with Michael Douglas, where everybody was, dishonest and rising and making millions of dollars. The generation of the bonfire of the vanities is the same generation as the generation of radicals. Same people. Not always the same people, but some of the same people. In other words, people don't stay the same as they were when they were kids. Ignorance and youth are synonyms. When you're young, you're ignorant. You have to be. Nobody knows anything when they're young. What you know is you have this vitality and you have this life and you sort of have a sense of what's right and what's wrong. Maybe your parents taught you some stuff. Maybe your teachers taught you some stuff. But you haven't lived. You just haven't lived. As you live, you begin to realize that certain things have value. Things that your parents thought had value, you thought had no value. Oh, they were right. Was it Mark Twain said that I thought my father was a dumb guy when I was young. Then I grew up, my father became a lot smarter. I think that this is what happens. So all this stuff about where millennials are going and it's true about races too. All this stuff about the demographics are going to destroy the Democrat Party. They're not going to be majority white. You're not going to be majority Christian. It's going to destroy the Republican Party. The Republican Party is going to be destroyed because people are going to be Latino and people are going to be black. The truth has a way of catching up to people. Life has a way of catching up to people. People do not want to live the life that leftism offers. They do not want to live that life. They want to live a life of prosperity, of independence, of responsibility. And we could lose the country. Countries die. But you shouldn't take these polls. My only point about this is when you hear these polls, you should remember that time in this sense is on your side. Time creates wisdom in people. And when you hear what young people are talking about, what they're thinking about, what they're doing, wait 4 years, wait 5 years, see what happens. Tomorrow, we have the beautiful Candace Owens in studio, right? Funnily enough, I always invite the really beautiful guests to come into the studio. Everybody else can be on Skype. Candace Owens is doing those great YouTube videos called Red Pill Black, The Myth of the Coon. And she is she was really talented. And I have to say, for a codger who kind of was among the first people to do these kind of YouTube commentaries for the right, it's great to see people that lovely, that talented, that smart coming up. So Candace Owens will be here. I will be here. You should be here too. I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show.